every heart returns to the darkness whence it came.
Hey all, Scott here, and say, have you ever been in a pickle like this? Fellas, I am so horny! Well, do I have a bee's knee for you, so pop on your Zoom soon and get ready to see a whole lot more than games, because we'll be taking a look at the guy game for your local Xbox entertainment system. Finally, a picture show for all of us with icy mitts. We're all definitely a bit hotsy-totsy. Let's get a wiggle on and play the game. Where the fuck are the guys?
The Guy Game, America's favorite pastime, was released in 2004 for the original Xbox, PlayStation 2, and PC. It's a trivia game with a hearty dose of areola on the side. Apparently during spring break there are girls, and they like to go wild, and the fine gentlemen over at Top Heavy Studios wanted to capitalize on that. They set up shop at South Padre Island during spring break and filmed the host Matt Sadler asking girls random trivia questions. If they get it right, hooray for them, and if they get it wrong... Anywho, that doesn't really do the whole game justice, so let's just take it for a spin. On the main menu, first off, have to issue an apology to everybody out there. Sorry, the Guy Game is trademarked. I don't know about you, but my next 5-year plans are ruined. Let's meet the babes first, and here we have a little bio of some characters in the Guy Game canon. Zoe wishes to be able to jog without pain, major props to the Guy Game for hiring an amputee, and Mandy apparently despise interior decorating. Let's check out additional stuff, and stuff is right. Here we have pictures on location while filming, and yeah, that looks about right. These feel like pictures you find on a Kodak lost at sea. We even have the option to see some behind-the-scenes shots, which is great. I constantly ask myself just how did they do this weekly every time I play? Enough chitter-chatter. Let's do it. The Guy Game is structured by episodes, thankfully. Got 30 minutes before work, great opportunity to work on your speed run. We're introduced to 3 more characters in the Guy Game canon. We have Lucky Lacey, who is the announcer for the whole shebang, and then commentator Stephen Dick. Lacey mainly reads the questions, while Stephen Dick brings some much needed comical relief to break the tension.
For your viewing pleasure, here's Chelsea and her boundless knowledge.
Think any of you pussies can get this question right?
Oh, me, I'm a pussy!
Going into round 1, and here's our host Matt Sadler, the face of every defendant in court. He asks the girl the same question you're asked. The faster you answer, the more cash you get, and then you have a shot at some bonus cash by deciding if you think the girl got the question right or wrong. You also have the patented flashometer to keep an eye on that goes up based on how much bonus cash you get. You start off with soft and squishy, next level being sorta chubby, also known as husky, and the one you're aiming for is super stiff. On soft and squishy, the girls are censored with a Guy Game logo, which is great. Everybody has their thing, and mine just so happens to be girls censored with a Guy Game logo. When you reach sorta chubby, it changes to pixelation, and when you reach super stiff, well, let's just say this game deserves its E10+ rating. But you have to reach super stiff mode to unlock the next episodes, which is super lame. These episodes don't really change on multiple playthroughs. I should know. And you have to get the bonus questions right. The main trivia questions don't really matter. The bonus ones where you guess if the girl got it right or not, those are how you succeed in the game. Which is stupid. Those questions you totally have to guess at. You can totally know what kind of fruit a Granny Smith is, but do you know exactly how dumb or anti-dumb this broad is and if she'll get the question right or not?
A Granny Smith is what kind of fruit?
Apple!
This is the game that game design schools bring to class as an example to avoid. I'm sorry, it's just you have to put your foot down when you see a loved one doing something detrimental to themselves. But just because I start barking at the game, that doesn't mean it can't bark back if you're not doing so hot. It makes sure you know.
What's wrong with you? Don't you want to see titties?
Yeah. Wait a second, there's a double team of girls? How's that fair? They get twice the brain power. This goes against everything the Guy Game regulations stand for. Round 2 is the balls round, a round that is completely optional, and finally we get to see why so many people were into the Guy Game. 4 whole minutes of non-stop ball-on-target action. Round 3 takes round 1 and puts it completely on its head. You see, instead of guessing if the girl got the question wrong or not, you have to guess what wrong answer they give. Shaking things up tremendously, because a question about screwdrivers wouldn't be as entertaining if the girl got it right.
I'm a bartender, I don't even know this shit.
Ah, the age-old excuse. Also, wow. The absolute variety in question difficulty. The questions range from baby's first Guy Game to
What U.S. city sells the most blonde hair dye?
what, are you two fucking stupid? But gosh, the variety of types of questions is insane. Like episodes 1 and 2 both have questions about decks of cards and Star Trek, and there's like a few other ones in there. Like what other trivia game can hold itself back and only pop in 2 card and Trek questions? This game is truly earning a spot next to Smarty Pants on the shelf. And what better way to supplement a Schindler's List question than... But can we all observe a moment of silence for all hosts out there? Sorry guys, but Matt Sadler won. Get over it. Move on.
You're pierced.
Nice observation.
Congratulations, players! You've arrived at the Hottie Challenge!
Shit, I'm too deep. The Hottie Challenge appears once Super Stiff mode is achieved, and now we have to bet on which girl will win the challenge of endurance, agility, and integrity. After completing an episode on Super Stiff, you get this crazy video at the end, and man, let me tell you, I totally had a dream like this before.
I did it!
So overall, the guy game. Dream come true, but not all dreams are perfect. The flashometer needs some design tweaks, and I wish I could skip the flashing parts to get straight to the trivia, but other than that, thumb. The only thing left to do now is to gawk at the credits. The man behind the original concept, the only man brave enough to ask, what if? And it looks like all girls that appeared in the game were over the age of 18, that's good to know. In the 20th and last episode of the game, the girl Diane was apparently underage at the time of filming. She was 17 and filed a lawsuit. Literally, the last episode on the disc just had to include an underage girl. They were this close to not creating illegal pornography. Gosh, don't you just hate when that happens? The game was recalled and Top Heavy Studios supposedly re-released it as a DVD entitled The Guy Game Game Over. But I don't think it ever came out. I can't find it anywhere, not even a picture of the box.
Yeah, I should get rid of this. I'll take one.